Hi, this is the presentation of classification of construction waste according to lean management approach. I am Gizem. We have prepared this presentation with Professor Dr. Elçin Filiz. This is the contents. We will start the introduction part and waste perception according to lean approach, construction waste classification system via lean approach, and last one is conclusion. Yes, this is introduction part. Construction industry has a close relationship with the development level of any country. And this industry has serviced in many subsectors, and it's named also locomotive sectors also. It's also related with the world economy and national economy. So it needs to find new management styles. Lean approach is one of them. Lean is a systematic approach that has some principles, some techniques, tools, and identifying value while eliminating waste. Waste loss is one of the top priorities in the lean construction theory. And this is not only physical waste and also material loss, but also it's deal about with non-physical waste. Yes, let's check the waste perception according to lean approach. One of the most important concepts of which is named as lean construction has introduced 1990s. It bases on the lean production idea, which is an application of successful manufacturing theory. This theory is a method of eliminating waste, which has developed by Taiichi Ono, who is an engineer working Toyota. Lean production has five key steps, which is defining value, mapping value stream, creating flow, using pull system, and pursuing perfection. The second step of the lean production key steps is mapping value stream. This is the very important step because in this step we should identify all the production process steps considering the idea of waste elimination. Also, it should be defined all the production process steps as value-adding activities and non-value-adding activities. At that point, the word of the value should be clarified. The value means of identifying the final form, feature, and function of the product or service that the customer is willing to pay for. After identifying the value meaning, we should check the value adding and non-value adding, and the name is waste, activities now. Let's check the value adding activities. These activities are final form, feature, or function the product or service that the customer is willing to pay for. As you see on the slide, these activities are approximately 5 or 10% of all activities. Let's check the other non-value adding activities. They can be checked with type first and type second. Non-value adding activities, as you see at the blue one, are the tasks that must be done to enable the value adding activities to be completed but do not add value. These can be procurement, taxes, insurance, logistics, accounting, cost estimating, commercial management, etc. These activities of type 1 is generally 30 or 35% of all activities. The red one is evitable waste, non-value adding activities type 2. These waste type or activities consist of in the nature of work for doing it such excessive walking, looking for tools and materials or poor quality, etc. Such as accidents, delay, waiting, rework, overordered materials, damaged materials, poor payment systems, multiple handling systems, tendering like that. These activities are approximately all the activities, 55 or 65%. Now, we will check the current construction waste classifications that are in the literature. Construction waste has been categorized in literature with very different ways. In spite of those different classifications, many of them follow the same basic concept, which are generally material waste, accessing materials, delays, reworks, and the defects like that. Although there are many classifications in literature about construction waste, it is thought there is not effective classification to manage the waste, especially considering lean value stream perspective. In literature, wastes are categorized in generally waste according to source spent type, waste according to its causes, waste according to its impacts. First part of this classification is waste according to source spent type. In literature, this group has two other subgroups, physical waste and non-physical waste. Physical waste are material, labor, and machinery waste. The non-physical waste are time overrun and cost overrun. The second group waste is according to its causes. This group has three main subgroups, which are stemming from process, stemming from stakeholders, and waste that according to its controllability. Stemming from process is categorized in many different ways under research. First of is design process, handling process, site process, and procurement process. And the second part is design process, construction process, management process, and demolition process. In some research, these stemming from process are categorized with feasibility process, design and engineering process, procurement, construction process, startup, and operation process. In some research, this group has been divided in construction process waste such as correction, overprocessing, delay, inventory, conveyance, production, and motion. The second group of the waste according to its causes is stemming from stakeholders. These are owner, contractor, subcontractor, and the project team. The last group is waste according to its controllability. These are controllable or non-controllable. As we said, the third group is waste that according to its controllability. These are controllable or non-controllable wastes. Controllable wastes are deal about flows, conservation, and management activities. Flows are the lack of resources, just material, equipment, or labor, like that, or lack of information, poor information quality, timing of delivery inadequate, etc. And the conversion is inappropriate method or poor planning or poor quality, such as poor execution of work, damages for already finished, etc. These are the conversion-based waste causes. The last one is management activities. These are the bad allocation and poor distribution that are related with decision-making, and ineffective controls are management-based waste causes. The second part is non-controllable waste. These are directly related with suppliers and designers' performance, related to the environment like weather condition and festivals. Waste is categorized in the literature. The third one is waste according to its impacts. These are environmental impacts, economical impacts, and the social impacts. Environmental impacts are environmental pollution, shortage of land, climate change, loss of raw materials. Economical impacts are increasing the transportation charges in construction waste or increasing cost of projects like that. Social impacts are dangerous to the people, health, and negative effect to the society. The fourth part of our presentation is deal about the main part, construction waste classification system via lean approach. According to Koskela, identifying waste in construction processes, flow waste and lean thinking terms has not been done by the construction management practitioners until lean construction concept was introduced. And also construction is mainly managed based on transformation concept and principles related to the flow and value generation concepts as the basis of lean thinking are largely neglected. When we checked the literature review, we saw the wastes are generally investigated biophysically, and these are material and equipment. And generally, in many research, non-physical wastes are neglected. So we need to identify the relation between the value and the waste considering the lean approach. The current construction waste classification system in the literature has been reviewed at the previous slide of this study considering Koskela's view. As a result of that part or that slide, it is determined there is no still as a clear and holistic classification system based on lean approach considering value and waste relation. So, in the study, it has been aimed to generate a new and global holistic perspective of construction waste classification system considering flow and value concept via lean approach. Because of the fact that that is a necessity for comprehending the construction waste and managing them, because it is believed that construction waste should be determined in holistic perspective, firstly for managing them in an effective way. Therefore, a new waste construction system has been composed and are shown on your slide now. The first part is non-value adding activities type 1 as we discussed on previous slides, and the other is non-controllable and eliminate waste non-value adding activities type 2. At our classification system, we divided the waste firstly evitable and controllable waste and inevitable construction waste. Controllable waste can be eliminated or reduced. These are internal flows, conversion process and products like that as accidents, delay, waiting, rework, etc. And the other group is non-controllable waste, which are external flows and environmental issues, effect of weather, accidents, pilferage, like that. And inevitable waste also both controllable and reduced. Controllable one is divided also procurement taxes, insurance, logistics, accounting, cost estimating, commercial management activities. In our study, waste is considered as a result. So, it is believed that waste is occurred in some ways with non-physical and physical waste. With physical waste, material, manpower, and equipment. In non-physical waste, that can be evaluated as cost, time, and quality waste. Waste should be determined firstly, and after that, all the causes and effects should be evaluated. So, after analyzing the causes of waste, it can be evaluated with waste according to their causes, like stakeholders, owner, main contractor, subcontractor, and project team. Also process as pre-construction, construction, and post-construction process, and waste according to their effects, environmental, economic, and social effects. Also, non-controllable waste can be analyzed according to their causes also force majeure. At the conclusion parts, we can say lean thinking is a waste-oriented concept that aims to reach highest value and eliminate waste, and so it is thought the best option to manage the waste. If a construction manager determines the waste type such as physical waste or non-physical, the manager could analyze all the construction process according to highest priority type of the waste for improving the value. And also, manager could investigate the reason and effects of the waste according to the type and evaluates all the process improvement, not only physically waste, but also non-physical way. And also, waste according type of waste could be analyzed and priorities could be determined, and it could not be determined just non-physical or physical. It should be evaluated, both of them considering non-physical waste nature. Thank you.